Today, we'll talk about what we thought of the story we put up this week, the talent story, and share our own takeaway messages. Takeaway message number 1. Don't compare. It doesn't matter how much you have compared to other people. It's important what you do with what you have. So instead of complaining what you don't have and what you can't do, think about what you can do with what you have. Let's choose to be thankful for what we have already, because some people don't have what we have. Number 2, see what you can do. Do you remember where we left off at the end of the story? What if the third guy invested the money or ran a business and lost some of it? I think the master would still not have been happy with him because he lost the money, made a minus. But not as bad as kicking him out, since he tried something. Yeah, so here you can see that it's the matter of whether you try it or not. So it's not really important how big your achievement is. Even if it's small, it still matters. And if you see in the story, Ben made 2 more, Chris made 5 more. So if you compare the amount, Chris got more than Ben, but the master didn't praise Chris more than Ben. Here you can tell that it's not the matter of how much you make, but it's whether you give it a try and keep on putting the effort to make some achievement. Yeah. Number 3. Perhaps another thing we can consider is how the master distributed his money to his servants according to their abilities. So, our third message would be, think about what you're good at. You know, we often see how other people do things and copy them, but that's not a really good idea, I think, because we are all good at different things, we have different strengths. So know what you are good at, practice your strength, and make something out of it. Yeah, and this links back to the Ikigai model. One of the 4 elements in the model was knowing what you're good at. So here, this one also talks about knowing what you're good at is essential. So for Anthony's case, if he was so scared of losing the master's money, he could have just put his money in the bank and return the money to the master with the interest. Number 4, blaming others or the environment doesn't solve the problem. If you see in the story, Anthony mentions that the master is a harsh man who harvested crops he didn't plant. And that's why he wasn't willing to do anything with the money given to him. And I can see that he is blaming the master. Maybe he could have also blamed the environment that he got the least money out of the 3 servants, but he still could have thought of the things he could do with what he was given. From my experience, when I was not in a good, situation, I would blame the environment I'm in or blame others around me, but that didn't actually help me solve the problem. It actually made me feel more annoyed or even angry. But if I try to focus on my part, what I can do, then I can slowly find some solutions to the problem I'm facing. It's hard to do that, but I try to remind myself that I can control myself but not others. Number 5, enjoy and celebrate your accomplishment. I believe everyone will agree on this. Now that it's the end of the year, it's a great time for you to think about what kinds of achievements you've made and celebrate with your loved ones. What have you accomplished this year? Appreciate yourself. Have a pat on your shoulders, telling yourself, self-hug, telling yourself that you did really well, you're doing it well, and that you will do well. So that's all we have for today, and I hope our conversation today has helped you understand the story a bit more. and we'll be back again next time. Until then, bye!
찍었잖아. 사일런트 스토리. 그거 뭐지? 거기에서 나온 주제에 대해서 하나 더 얘기하고 싶었던 게 있었어.
뭐?
그 마지막에 앤토니한테 You lazy servant 이렇게 얘기했잖아. 그래서 그 laziness, like how we overcome our laziness. And the other time you mentioned like having a routine helps you to, you know, overcome your laziness.
약간 나는 루틴을 좀 가져야겠다라고 생각을 했던 게 하고자 하는 일을 잘 끝내기 위해서 productive하게, efficiently. 예를 들면 나는 그 처음에 가장 그 루틴 생활을 하기 위해서 시도를 했던 게 was yoga. When you're not, you know, feeling well mentally, then you do some yoga and then you just try and accept how you're feeling and what your mood is like.
그니까 한동안 열심히 하더만.
그러다가 이제 아파가지고 못하다가
맞아. It's like a big movement. Like you need to take a mat out.
Yeah.
You know, maybe you need to change into your yoga outfit.
Yeah.
그러니까 약간 좀 더 뭔가 신경 많이 써야 되는 아침부터. 나는 그런 게 좀 힘든 거야 나는 더. So then I would try to think of like small things I can do. 최근에는 좀 뭔가 향을 피우고 싶다. 이제 겨울이니까. So then I would lit a candle or like burn the oil in an oil burner. 그래서 약간 향으로 뭔가 좀 refreshment 하고 write my thoughts, but also like from a book or like from the Bible, like copying the, you know, inspiring quotes in the day actually can motivate you, like to start off the day. From a podcast I recently listened to, they also mentioned about 3S, small simple step. 그러니까 이런 루틴도 그렇게 좀 small simple step으로 it can just be like drinking a cup of water or like having an apple in the morning. Small things can be a routine.
Another thing that I try to do every day is writing a diary at the end of the day before bedtime. 그래서 내가 뭐뭐뭐뭐 했었지 기록하는 차원도 있고 내가 이랬구나 그러면은 이걸 하면 안 되겠다 아니면 내일은 그럼 이걸 해야겠다 약간 이런 다짐이 생긴단 말이지 일기를 쓰면 to really reflect on my day and to reflect my heart prepare myself for tomorrow. I think it really helps. 나를 변화하고 성장시키게 할 수 있는 그런 기회라고 생각을 하기 때문에 스스로 변화할 수 있는 힘이 있는 것 같아. 글쓰기는. 사실 we don't have like a fixated routine. Like 조금 계속 변하고 있는 것 같긴 한데 약간 그런 과정 속에서 like we are trying to find who we are and what we like and what helps us, you know, do better, in which environment helps us to work better. 이런 것들을 하나씩 하나씩 발견해 나가고 있는 과정인 것 같아요. 루틴을 찾아가는 게. 하고 오늘도 like we come here to take the video just now. That's our weekly routine. So routine doesn't have to be like everyday routine. It could be a weekly basis or a monthly basis. Really depends on you. Routine is you have to do it repeatedly. It's not a one-off thing. Yeah. It's always the small things that accumulate and it will eventually show you the outcome. It doesn't have to be big, but you will see an outcome in the end, eventually. 우리 간식 먹을까? 그래 간식 수고했으니까. 그래 수고했으니까 간식 먹으러 갑시다. Snack time.
이렇게 보여줘.
이렇게?
잘 보여. 지금 너무 검해졌다. 변색됐어. We dried them at home. I don't know, I think it's been a while, so the colors changed slightly from orange to brownish.
So chewy and so sweet.
chewy하고 안에는 약간 좀 촉촉하다고 해야 되나? Yeah. 겉 좀 촉. They were like quite this big, right? 근데 dry 해가지고 it's very small. 한번 리틀 포레스트를 영화를 보고 we got inspired to try it at home. 그래서
한 10kg 막 시켜가지고 반은 이제 홍시로 먹고 반은 이렇게. 배경이 예쁘다. 이게 우리의 리틀 포레스트. 오늘 여기까지.